Hello everyone, I'm CrypticFox, and welcome back to the shop. We're here again playing some more Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. It's been quite a while actually since we've gone into the shop and done a little car rebuild. But there was a new update that just came out this week. There's another DLC, the Maserati Remastered DLC, so I kind of wanted to jump in and check that out. Now, I took some time and went out to the junkyard in search of a Maserati. I had to go like 30 times. I finally found one that we could work on. It wasn't one of the newer ones. I did alter the config files for a couple of the newer cars, so they had the chance to appear in the junkyard, but I didn't have any luck finding them. So we just have the Maserati Sebring, which we're going to work on tonight. And actually, while I was poking around too, I found a Porsche out there too. So we have a Porsche Carrera GT over here that's in fairly rough condition. That I'm kind of looking forward to rebuilding this thing too. This is from another DLC, the Porsche DLC. When we did that last time, we did a Porsche 911, but I didn't find the Carrera until I was out hunting around looking for this little Maserati. So this is what we're going to work on today. See if we can get the Maserati all spick and span, take it out for a spin on the track, and see how it all handles. Welcome everyone who's here in the chat so far. If you're watching this on the video as well, welcome. It should be just a laid-back stream tonight. No high action. No pew-pew, etc. Do I still play Turmoil? I haven't played it recently. I did a whole bunch of the levels, but I didn't actually finish it. So theoretically, I still play it, but I haven't played it recently. Hey Luigi, how you doing? No pew-pews, unless this car manages to come with some sort of like lasers or something in it. In which case, you know, then maybe we'll have some, but no, not so much. There's actually not that much to take off the outside of this thing. I'm a little bit surprised. Can you call me Foxy the Builder? You can try. I don't know, that might be a little awkward, but Fox never finishes a game. You know what it is? It's all relative to what the level of interest is, though, Durgan. So there's no point in playing a game that nobody's watching. So it's one of those things where after a certain amount of time, if I'm not getting any views on something, I just kind of stop playing it because there's not really a whole lot of point in pushing through something that has like nobody watching it. Alright, so we got a couple of things in the engine compartment. I think we need to get this up a little higher. We'll get the undercarriage and stuff out of here. Can he build it? No, he can't. I can build it. I just can't remember to put oil in it, apparently. Ooh, fancy. Fancy Maserati hubcaps there. Get all this ripped out. I love when you play this game. Hey, Nicholas, how you doing? Yeah, we haven't played Car Mechanic Simulator in a while. The last one I did, I think, was the Volkswagen van. That was quite some time ago. I was kind of waiting for an interesting update to come out that I might want to kind of jump in on. It was actually the developer of the game, Playway, or the publisher of the game, I guess, is Playway. Red Dot, I think, is the developer, but Playway was kind enough to send me a code to download the update for the Maserati, and also for the Dodge, the modern Dodge DLC. They had an older Dodge one, and now they have the modern one. So I added both of those. Kind of cool. My Twitch streaming tomorrow night? Yeah, so far I'm planning to do some Resident Evil 2 tomorrow night. Continue playing that. We got as far as the sewer in Resident Evil 2. And apparently that's when things start to get really funky, so you know, I'll try not to scare myself too bad. I might have to wear a diaper or something while I play that game, but we'll do that on Twitch tomorrow night. Regular time, like 10 p.m. Eastern. Sewer's the best part. Yeah, quote unquote best. That's the part where everything hits the fan. That game freaks me out. I don't play a lot of horror games, but they've done a really good job with the zombies and the jump scares and stuff in that game so far. I can only imagine the sewer's gonna get worse. Excuse. Oop, what's going on here? Get this out. Oh, you know what? I was gonna, as per usual, I was gonna sell all the junk in my inventory before I started this rebuild. I even thought of it when I was getting everything set up, and I was like, you know what? I really need a drink. I'm gonna go get a drink. And lo and behold, I forgot to do it again. I have a bunch of junk parts in my inventory. Oh, come on. Want to get some DLCs, but my save games appears to be bugged. The card introduced the 1500 XL are not spawning. Oh, that sucks. I mean, the DLCs are good because they add like additional engine types and things. There's a lot of stuff on the Steam Workshop too in terms of cars. There's like I don't know, 100 or 150 cars in there. Plus the different tracks and stuff that people have been adding too, which are kind of cool. All right, I'm inside of a tire. We don't need to see. This is magic auto work anyway. Should stop and clear inventory. Yeah, but now that I have all these parts, you know what? Maybe what I'll do is I'll, well, see, the reason why I don't normally end up like stopping midway is that I have parts that I've taken out that I might want to repair, and then with the wheels in particular. Let me just see what I can fix, and then I can sell out. Whoops, man, super sensitive. What the? Oh, there we go. I was all turned around. I was like, wait a minute, where'd my bench go? Whoops. All the clicking, smashy stuff. Mainly interested in the original Dodge DLC. Want to charge her so bad? Oh yeah. Yeah, I rebuilt a couple of those actually. All right, let's go into our inventory. Rim Sebrings. I want to keep those, but sort parts by condition. I think we can sell any parts with a condition below, equal to or below. I don't know, equal to or below 50%. Just dump everything. Shablamo. Oh, good. It actually kept the wheels and stuff. That's funny. Apparently I have bushings and a lot of Volkswagen parts. And a few things I fixed here, too. Hooray! Let's get rid of some of these Volkswagen parts. These are leftovers from when I did that van. One of them wasn't so leftover. I actually missed a part on the van. I forgot to put the W on the front of all things. Or the VW, rather. Because nothing says Volkswagen like not having the Volkswagen parts on it. Those are all still together. How about if I just used enter? Alright, Maserati Sebring front door. So I actually fixed some of the body parts too. That's pretty good. What job do you do during the morning part of the day? You mean like through the full work part of the day? I work in process re-engineering, business efficiency stuff. I spend all my time during the day figuring out ways for our business to do business more efficiently, basically. So I study the way that people work. I study all of our tools and systems and how people interact with them, and look for ways to make those better. Which apparently hasn't helped me in being more efficient at doing this. Yeah, when I'm adulting, that's right. Oops. Yeah, this is the Maserati Sebring we're working on. I didn't have any luck finding any of the other ones, so I did change the config files so they would show up in the junkyard, and I didn't have any luck. So it was just the Sebring I found. I was hoping to find a couple of them, but I'll have to keep hunting. It takes so many trips to the junkyard to find stuff sometimes. These leaf springs out of here. Get that out of here. Hoping there'll be a Toyota DLC down the line so I can do the engine swap and build in your namesake. Nice. And efficient me would be boring. I'm glad you think so. Because I don't exactly get around to being efficient in this, you know, when I'm gaming and stuff. Some might say exactly the opposite, actually. I have to sneeze so bad. Ooh, pardon me. Unfortunately, with this game, if I click off the game, the sound stops. So I had to tab over and hit mute, and it kind of messed me up. This should be pretty sweet with all performance parts and stuff in it. Not that I can drive the cars in this game at the best of times, but... Okay, the engine's ready to come out. The body, I think we got it largely stripped down. I don't think there's... These It looks like these little taillights should come out, but not so much. Okay, I need, blah, 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 blah. No, not the toolbox. Man, I haven't done this in a while. Okay, we'll send this over to left 1. I can put the battery on here. Oh. Oh, I sold the battery. Oh, drat. Oh, well, we can buy another one. We got a little bit of cash to work with. A little more than $500,000. Is it good for a career path? Yeah, I mean, depending on the level of training and stuff you get. So, I have my Lean Six Sigma green belt. And certainly it's helped with, you know, the job that I do. I actually got my training while I was in the job, so it wasn't like I take the inside stuff out. Whoops. All right, we're in the car. Didn't mean to do that. Yeah, so if you get trained for something like Lean Six Sigma, that's actually a very marketable skill. Businesses are very big on that now these days, so that's a good thing to have. And then project management, if you can get some of that training as well, that's also, again, very helpful. Not super exciting. You know, I hate to break it to you. There's a lot of spreadsheet work and stuff, but it does give you options. Me no have brains. That okay. We don't need brains. You do have to have a head for numbers for that kind of stuff, though, because there's a lot of reporting work and things. Okay, so we have the car all stripped down. The body's actually in pretty good shape now that we fixed it up. I don't even mind that color, actually. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, so let's get the engine over here. We'll get the rest of it stripped down. We'll fix some more of the parts if we can. What's my favorite type of car? I actually really like Maseratis. I'm not like a super big car guru. So like I like the 1950s Corvette because I just think that it's really cool. I had one as a model when I was a kid. So it's one of those things that I just kind of always liked. But in terms of like more modern cars, I like the more modern Maseratis actually. Maybe in part because of that song. My Maserati does 185. I lost my license, now I don't drive. And if you see me driving this game, you might believe it. I'm gonna go for architect engineer. Oh, that's cool. Who doesn't love a bit of Excel? Oh gosh, Excel. I spend a lot of time working in Excel. And the irony is, so I taught myself how to do everything in Excel. But I never taught myself how to do pivot tables. So I could do some pretty complex things using formulas that would probably be much simpler if I just used a pivot table. But I'm apparently incompetent and I didn't practice that. There we go. It's like what part do I need to take off to get this thing apart? How do I get... Seriously? How do you get the chain out of there when it's all behind the... Alright, whatever. It's a weird setup. Camshafts out of here. We have some spark plugs left in here still. 2 of them. This is a 2-cylinder car. It's, you know, pure power. ...1963 Volkswagen Camper cam mod. Yeah, I did the Volkswagen Camper mod. That was actually the last thing I did before I did... Well, before I streamed this, I think. It's been a while. Flip this thing over, we'll get the pistons out of it. Pivots aren't bad. Yeah, I mean... As far as I know, pivots are actually fairly simple. It's just one of those things where I just haven't made myself do it yet, because I'm sufficiently good at like calculus and algebra that I can come up with formulas that do everything I want to do with a pivot table. So it's one of those things where like I tend to teach myself something when I need to know it, and so far I've gotten by without having to know it. It's just that I could probably be more efficient if I took the time to do it. Ironically, because you know my whole job is about efficiency. Here I am wasting time but figuring out complex formulas. Okay, did I get all of them out of there? Guess it did. Better block it here. Sweet. All right, she's all done. Let's go see what we can fix. Lord, I guess you go is 95% how the world works, to be honest. Yeah, pretty much. It's funny. I tend to teach myself a lot of things when I'm working in Excel, and I'll figure out how to solve a problem because I'll have an idea of what I want to do, but not how to solve it. So I'll teach myself how to solve it, get it all working. It'll be like super complicated. It all works and stuff, and then I walk away and come back later, and I don't know how I did it, but I couldn't like reproduce it necessarily. Super smart that way. Okay, how much did we actually manage to fix? We did not fix the crankshaft. Let's take a look at what we have in performance parts and the power boost. A lot of stuff in here. Alternator, this is an inline 6, but is it an inline 6B for the alternator? I don't know. We're going to spend the money. Hopefully it doesn't come back and bite me in the backside. I want to see what the camshafts are we need for this. Can't tell. Water pump inline 6. Plain old alternator. Oh, all right. Well, that would have been a good thing to look at first, I guess. So I guess we just need a regular alternator. Bad promise. Isn't there a McLaren DLC? There might be. There's a whole bunch of them now, actually. Whole bunch of them. Crankshafts I don't think they have a performance part for. I don't know whether it's going to be the inline 6B or just the inline 6 for the camshafts. We'll grab 2 of these. Maybe save a trip back in later. We also need the carburetors from the side. 2-barrel side draft, I think, is what was on there. Not 100% certain, but we'll grab those anyway. Ooh, look at this fancy new clutch for the V10. I haven't been in here in a while. There's like parts in here I haven't seen before. Clutch plates. Get our pressure plates. Let's see. Now the Maserati's got a particular engine head to it. I don't know. There's too many choices in here. Bentley 2. I have 2 daughters. Yes, I do. I have a 10-year-old and a 6-year-old. Both troublemakers, naturally. As kids are wont to be. Alright, get our flywheel. Fuel filter we'll probably need. Fuel pump we'll need. I don't think it says fuel pump on the side of this thing. We have to check that. There is definitely a distributor on this, so I guess it's just a standard one for this. And there's more choices in here than there used to be. Distributor rotator, we'll grab that. Campered inline 6, we'll grab that. So many parts. How many cars are you fixing in the live stream? 1 or 2. It depends how long it takes to do this one. It used to take me about an hour. Roughly an hour to fix a car. And then I like to take it out for a spin and see if I can manage to wreck the car. So that's usually what we end up doing. So it sort of depends how long it takes. We might get to 2 cars. I have the Porsche Carrera sitting there too. That might be interesting to play around with. Power steering pump, water pumps, yada yada yada. So many more choices now. This is great. Spark plugs we need. Okay, there are no crankshafts near, so we'll have to go back to the regular store. We gotta remember how to do that. There we go. Go to the parts. We need a crankshaft. I think it's just an inline 6 we need. Chaos. Okay. Oil filter didn't grab. We have the alternator. We can slap that on here. Yeah, all that fancy goodness. Oh, I do need piston rings. And rod caps, too. Let's see. Rings. We need some bearings. Wheel hub bearings, probably 2 of these. Clutch release bearing, that's not a performance part, so I guess we'll grab that. At least I don't think it is. I think the bearing's not a performance part. I can never remember now. It's been so long. Disorder when you get a disorder. That's right. That's how we operate around these parts. What the heck? What did I go into? There we go. That was not at all what I wanted to do. I think that was like the damage vision where you can see parts that are broken. Everyone stop typing or something. Pretty much. Unless people got the boot. Sometimes YouTube kind of drops people. It's kind of annoying. I have way too many of those bearings, I think. Set a few in the inventory. Actually, not that many too many. Don't forget the oil. Yep. The important time to remind me about the oil is when we can actually put the oil in. There's not really a good opportunity to put the oil in when the engine's all apart and upside down. All right, throw in a couple more pistons here, and then we'll have this all ready to flip over. Oh, I probably need an oil pan too, I guess. Lovely to do car mechanic. Thanks. It's kind of a chill game. It's nice to sit around and sort of rebuild stuff. The performance on the game has really improved too. When it originally came out, it used to be really hard on the computer. Just did not perform well at all. But they made some improvements that way too, which is nice. Still not fantastic, but it's a lot better than it used to be. All right, we need oil pan. Also need a filter for an inline 6. I don't think they have performance filters, so we'll just grab that. Oil pan, inline 6. Hey Scott, how you doing? I have a code for Tank Mechanic Simulator too. I've been meaning to go try that out. I haven't had a chance to with traveling for work and then traveling for vacation. Things have not been on the up and up. Water pump, I don't think they have performance parts for, but I'm going to check that. Water pump. No water pumps. Oops. I hope I go back to the right store. Give me the water. Water pump inline 6. This one here. Perfect. I'm gonna flip this thing over. It's a little hard to work on it upside down. Looking all shiny and new. Looks pretty good. Nope. There we go. Did we fix the head? We did. Hooray! Let's even got its own named one too. Oh. 2 ignition coils. I did not plan for that. Side draft carburetors I did get, and we got all 3 of those, so those are good. Make sure we grab these performance part ones, though. I love how the performance parts have color on them. They just look cooler. They did improve the game. I was given a link to a site that would look at your computer and tell you which games you can run, and they can run CMS on your computer. Oh, sweet. I have been skiing. I am a terrible skier. It's one of those things I did not exactly pick up any real skill for. Oh, man, there is a lot more spark plugs in here than I was counting on. I only bought 6. We need 12. So we'll need some more of those. Okay, we also need camshaft caps. I don't imagine I fixed those. No, they're not. I don't think they're even fixable. We'll also need some round air filter side draft. I think we have some performance parts for those. Ski's evil. Yeah, I've been skiing a few times. There's a place here that's It's not too far away. A buddy of mine had a timeshare for a while. He and his wife, so I went up to ski there. First time I tried, I was already an adult. I was in my 30s. I was trying to do the bunny hill, and it was just so slow. I couldn't steer. It was just terrible. I was like, oh god, I'm gonna die. But we went off and did the blue hills and the green hills. And actually, I found that when I was going faster, it was easier. Funny enough. So we skied for like 2 hours down the hill, and on the very last run down before our lift pass ran out, I wiped out and twisted my knee, and it took weeks to recover. But it was fun right up until that point. At one point, I was skiing down, and I was trying to turn, and my ski edge caught, and I couldn't turn. Ignition coil. So I was skiing like towards this drop off into the trees, and fortunately there was this like post sticking out of the ground. I guess it was probably for when they connect like the artificial snow sprayer or whatever. I already had one threat. There was a big pad on it, so I like skied straight into that pad and stopped from dropping off like 10 feet down into this like little gorge kind of thing full of trees. So it was very well placed. Okay, I need camshaft caps, and I think we need 6 per side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, 7 per side. All right, so we need 14 of them. Weird. Camshaft caps. Those will not be performance parts. Camshaft. Oh boy. Just regular ones, I think. I don't live in a state. I live in Canada, so I guess you could say it's the state of confusion. Oh, I bought the wrong cap. I'm so dumb. Camshaft inline 6. These ones. Just bought 14 of the wrong camshaft caps. At least they're cheap. I live in Southern Ontario, Canada, so I'm a Canuck. Bolts on all of them too. That's what I was saying earlier, Olivia Beckley. No performance head. I probably should check that, actually. It's a special one, though. This is the head Sebring, so we'll see if it has a performance part. But normally it's like the generic parts that tend to have the performance piece. Engine head, V8, VC. I don't see a Sebring here anywhere. Oh, there is one. Ah, drat. Oh, no. All right. Let's go into disassembly mode. There's nothing like putting stuff together. I only have to take it apart again. I have tried Apex Legends. Yeah, I was actually playing that a little bit before I started streaming tonight. It's fun. It does seem to be highly dependent on the group you get in with. Like I've had a few really good groups and a lot of really, really bad groups where it's like nobody's working together. It's all awfulness. It's fun though. I enjoy it. Oh, I gotta take all this stuff off. I'm so bad. Why do things once when you can do them twice? It's not like I work in a job focused on efficiency. I don't know why I didn't see the head in there when I was looking before. But yeah, I actually streamed Fortnite Season 8 last night. It did not go exceptionally well, which is pretty much par for the course. Had a little fun though. All the volcano stuff is kind of neat. Dropped in there a whole bunch, actually. I put the wrong carburetor on here. Oh, God. We're just going to do everything twice. This car is so nice, we're going to work on it twice. Okay, there we go. I don't know why it just doesn't default to the performance parts. If you have them in your inventory, I think it should just default to them. The best quality piece should go on, kind of thing. See ya, Isaiah. Thanks for coming out. That's right. I'm super smart. Getting unsmarter than me. Okay, do this side too before I forget to put in the performance part. Hey, we did a thing. There's a lot of spark plugs in this machine. Do you think it scares your boss when he wants you stream games like this when you're making... Nope. Fortunately, he doesn't watch me play games, I think. I don't think it's really his jam. Hey, Sovereign Prax, how you doing? So many camshaft caps. 14 of these we gotta screw on. That's crazy. Or bolt on, whatever. Whenever you have time, go answer my previous question. What was your previous question? I can't... So the hard thing with this is if I miss something in the chat while I'm looking at the computer, at the other screen, this game doesn't run in, like, borderless window mode, so I can't mouse off of it to go, like, look at other windows, unfortunately, and scroll back. If I do, it cuts out the sound, which is kind of annoying. So I actually have to tab out. So if I miss something, you might actually have to repeat it. Sorry. Or was that the question I already answered about the boss thing? Okay, we have all 14 of these awful things all bolted in. What am I missing here? Oh, these. Cam gears, inline 6. We also need a water pump pulley. Gears are not a performance part, so we'll just go into here. Cam gear, inline 6. I need 2. Water pump pulley. Oh, all right. I got it eventually. It's a little slow in the uptake sometimes. Okay, those are on. The chains I don't think ever get fixed, but this one's actually got a named timing chain, which is interesting. Timing chain, Sebring. Your boss watches I've seen Mrs. Fox. Ah, yes, that boss for sure. She pops in sometimes. I think mostly when I wake her up by accident. Is it a chiming chain sprocket? Is that, yeah, there we go. What car are we working on? We are working on the Maserati Sebring. Part of the new DLC that actually just, I think it came out yesterday. Timing cover we need. I tried to find a couple of Maseratis, but unfortunately this is the only one I could find. So this is what we're working on today. Depending on the amount of time we have, we might actually take on the Porsche Carrera GT as well. See how it goes. Mission distributor. Distributor rotor. Oh, right. I forgot it had 12 spark plugs. So I bought the distributor cap that had the thing for 6 spark plugs, but of course we have 12, so that's not gonna work. Oh, it's even got its own named one. All right, that makes that easy. Wish I'd actually been reading when I was buying things. That might have helped. Clip bees. Can't forget the clip bees. Tell you, clips and oil. Those are like the 2 things I miss most consistently, and then have to go back and redo. Come on. Okay, that's all clipped on. Ford Pinto. What's this now? Yeah, this is not the Ford Pinto. That's the Salem Flamo in this car. Or in this game, rather. Crankshaft pulley we need. Crankshaft pulley. This one here. You think Car Mechanics has a 2010 BMW? No. Not that I've seen anyway. Not that specifically. I mean, there might be something that's, maybe somebody's done... these are the engine head covers. A and B. Someone might have done a mod for one. I haven't looked through the mods lately. But, I mean, not every car is out there in the game, unfortunately. Are they making another Car Mechanics simulator? Honestly, I don't know. So they had 2015, and then 2018. I haven't heard anything about a new one being developed. I also haven't heard anything further about this coming to platform. There we go. No, that's the engine head. I need the engine head covers. Oh, there's the Quattraport. That's in the another one of the Maseratis. Stradale or Stradale. I don't know how to pronounce that, but that's another one. Engine cover A, C-ring. That's one we want. And then B for the C-ring. So this update added 3 more cars. It's unfortunate sometimes that there's such a small lineup of cars. They must have to individually license the cars by name, as opposed to just the brand name. Because every time they have a DLC, it only ever seems to have just a couple of cars in it. Okay, those are on. We need ignition wire Sebring. What do you think the odds are they have those in performance parts? Apparently very good. 2015, 2018, that's 3 years, so maybe 2021. Yeah, it's possible. I guess it depends. I mean, they keep adding to this game, so it must be selling. I mean, people must be buying it, I guess. I feel like I'm missing a whole bunch of stuff here, but what's going on? Is that it? Seems a little strange. Oh, this is where the exhaust goes. That's right. I think we might have all the parts on this thing. I don't see anything highlighted that we need to add to it. Oh, wait. Hold on. We don't. Serpentine belt. Inline 6. I do not have that. Okay, serpentine belt B. Should probably put a B at the end here. Narrow it down. Listed Playware recently, and as of now, they don't have a console release in mind. Well, it's funny because they actually have it branded. When you load up the game, it has like PS4 and Xbox. It's part of the branding. So it's funny that they did that, but then they didn't actually have a release for it. Maybe it was just something they were planning to do initially and then changed their mind. Will there be airplane mechanics later as a video on YouTube? I've done one video so far of Airplane Mechanics Simulator. It didn't really get a ton of interest, so I always struggle a little bit with how many videos I should do of something when people aren't really watching it. Radiator fan B, I think it was, right? This thing here. My day is good, Gene. How's yours? It's always nice to be on the weekend. Okay. We need Serpentine Belt A now. Get specific and save time hunting. Is that it? Is that all? The shiny engine all finished? Guess we'll find out. Take that over there. We'll slap this back in the car. Ooh, did it say I was missing something there? No, I thought there was like a blank bar at the top. All right, it's 100%. We got it all in there. Perfect. We can get rid of this. Or I could just totally hit the wrong button again, because, you know, why do things once when you can do them many, many times? The engine's in. We got it. Ooh, how about that? We actually fixed the brake servo. I didn't think that was fixable, to be honest with you. Battery, she is not there. So much dough on your hands. Send help. Are you baking? Or are you just saying you have so much money you don't know what to do with it? You're missing a part in this side of the engine. That's for the exhaust, actually, on that side. If that's what you're thinking. So, like, over here, there's the exhaust manifold that would go on there, right? Funny that it's not highlighted at all. I must have to do the exhaust from below before I can put the manifold on. Okay, let's see, we need the radiator. I wonder if I fixed that. Oh, I did. How about that? Hooray! I don't have to buy one. Front exhaust Sebring. I gotta get underneath the car for that, so let's get this thing lifted back up again. Paint the car metallic pink. We've done some pretty funky paint colors on cars. Don't put it past me. Fancy flywheel. Oops. Fancy clutch plate. Fancy clutch pressure plate. There we go. And a plain old-fashioned clutch release bearing. Okay, gearbox I4 rear-wheel drive. Why an I4? That's weird. Let's go to this one. Let's see. I4 rear-wheel drive. Oh, I even fixed the other one too. How about that? Who knew? You got Car Mechanic Simulator 2018 for free on the PC. Nice. Good game. How many cars do I have in the garage at the moment? That's a good question. Somewhere around 35 or so. They're not all finished, though. Some of them I picked up when I was in the junkyard, and I never got around to rebuilding them yet. Are there performance starters in this? You are... Guess not. Not that I can actually reach it yet, because I've got to get under the car, but... Okay. Oh, I have to do that for the engine bay, actually, so I'm going to have to lower the car down. I have tried to start the car without the starter in it before. I probably should do that now. You can sell the repaired gearbox to pay for the extra camshaft caps now. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I can sell back the camshaft caps, too, but you never get back as much money as you paid for them. They're not into the whole profit-making business that way, apparently. Now that I report the dishes. Making bread. Bread. I do bread the easy way. I either buy it at the store, or I use the bread machine. Front exhaust section Sebring. I wonder if they have a performance part for that. You know, let's just narrow this down a little bit. Front exhaust section Carrera 964. There we go. Jackpot. Oil. What do you mean oil? Cars don't take oil. They give oil. Exhaust manifold. Oh, man, I gotta up and down with this car. I'm telling you. Actually, the order of it that you have to assemble some of this stuff is kind of a nuisance. Okay. Exhaust manifold I6. We will have those in performance parts. I should think. Exhaust manifold. I thought I would have. What's going on here? Apparently it doesn't count it as part of the exhaust system. Okay, that's fine. We'll do it this way. It has the word exhaust in it. I feel like it should show up in the exhaust category. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. Yeah, a lot of bolts on this. Love your videos. Is that Deanne? I don't know. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. But thank you. How do you enjoy the videos? Okay. Shiny new exhaust in there. That's all good. As long as we're in the here, we should probably find the oil. There it is. What? Now we can do it. Hooray! We remembered oil! Mostly because you guys typed it like 500 times. Alright, she's all ready to go. Ready for the track. Minus a few parts. We got oil in it this time, though. We're already a step farther ahead than we normally are. Ooh, we even fixed that, too. Bushings. I have no bushings. I got no bushings. See, rubber bushings. Let's just buy a bunch. It's not like we're not going to use them. I'll lean it all down the left-hand side. Alright, that's two. Three. There we go. She's got bushings. Can I ever fix the steering rack? I don't know. Oh, I guess I can. Tie rods I cannot do, so we will need to grab some of those. Inner tie rods, we need 2 of those. Outer tie rods, we need 2 of those. When Car Mechanic Simulator 2019 coming out on PC? It probably won't be. They had 2015 and then they had 2018. So I would not anticipate a 2019 specifically. Front sway bar B. Oh, not fixed. I don't think you can ever fix those. Front sway bar B. There we go. Don't forget to pull the oil cap back in place. On the, oh man, that thing messed me up. I edited some of that out. I had to like fumble around trying to figure out what I was missing for that oil cap. Because I'm super smart. I did finally get it though. I was like, why can't I end this thing? What's going on? This game's broken. Meanwhile, play Watch Dogs 2 on PC. I haven't played Watch Dogs at all, actually. Find a hard time finding time to play games that I'm not actually playing on the channel. Like I have a free download for Metro. It's available on the Epic Game Store. So I got access to that. Haven't had any time to play it. Sway bar front end link B. No, wait a minute, it's right there. Watch Dogs 2 is best. You say so. Apparently I only fixed one of these, the other one we sold. Wheel bearings, I already bought. Ventilated brakes, we're gonna need 2 of those. Ooh, do we have, actually, is there performance? No. Don't think they do have performance brake parts in here, do they? Nope. That answers that, I guess. Alright, 2 ventilated brakes. Shortbread doesn't taste as nice. Yeah, there is just something about, like, freshly baked or whatever, but... Oh, okay. Brake pads I probably want also. I love the smell of baking bread, too, so there is that also. Wheel hub caps are never fixable. Brake caliper we did fix, so that's good. Wheel hub caps, get 2 of them. Oops. Need to like lower the sensitivity of this mouse. Oh, there we go. It's got a fancy button for it. Who knew? Alright, I gotta flip sides here now. I can get over here. Now I lowered it too much. Hey Nathaniel, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Glad you enjoy the channel. Front wheel hub. Ah, we only had 1. blah. There we go. Thanks, Nathaniel. Glad you think so. Sub if you say my name 3 times. I'm not that hard up for subs, Carter. But welcome to the stream. Apparently I need a cylinder. Do you play My Summer Car on PC? I haven't tried My Summer Car, actually. That's one of those games that people have asked about a bunch, and I haven't tried it. It looks like a good game. Again, it's just one of those things, I guess, where it's hard to find all the time for all the games. I already have more games in my inventory on Steam and the keys and stuff that I've gotten that I haven't played yet. Suspension arm. Plus games that I'm like partway through. They added some new content to Road to Eden. I haven't finished playing that yet even. And I bought the wrong one. Because why buy the right one when you can buy the wrong one and spend extra money? This waste of money has been brought to you by lack of intelligence and unobservantness. And the letter K. I don't know why. Waiting for alien isolation. Oh, I forgot about that. I forgot you sent that to me, actually. Alright, so shocks we're not going to deal with right now. Middle muffler, there is a performance part for that. And then we should have something for the rear muffler Sebring, too, in performance parts, I would think. Exhaust. Where's the middle muffler? Rear muffler Mustang quadruport rear muffler Sebring. Okay, and then middle muffler right there. What do you think? So like tired from needing additions and stuff, but hey, got another body workout. Nice. Yeah, the kneading of the bread, I'm sure, is a little bit of work. Again, hence the reason why I like the bread machine. It does all the work for me. Leaf spring rear drive axle. Rear drive. Leaf spring rear drive axle. Actually waiting for Alien Disney Princess, since now Disney owns the Alien franchise. The Alien is, of course, a Disney princess. With long flowing blonde hair. That would be funny. Drive shafts. We went to Disney, and I was so looking forward to the Star Wars section in Planet Hollywood. Not Planet Hollywood. Hollywood Studios, man. Super looking forward to that. It looks awesome. And of course, it's not open. It doesn't open until like later in 2019. I'm so disappointed. I was like, this Disney trip is ruined. I want to cancel now. Fortunately for my kids, I didn't cancel. They had the new Toy Story area open, but they didn't have the Star Wars stuff. I was like, man. That was like the only thing I really wanted to see here. Hey, Falgor, how you doing? Canada's good, although cold. A little bit snowy today. Rear axle knuckle housing B. Rear axle knuckle housing B. There we go. Wheel hub 4, we fixed those, so that's good. Solid rear drive axle, we fixed both of those too. Excellent. Exactly. Brake shoes. Brake drums are never fixable. Maserati already was a performance car, so regular parts are kind of performance. I guess so. With my luck, it's going to give it performance in a way where I just can't keep it on the track. Which is basically like, if they put a 3-cylinder engine in it, I'd probably have trouble keeping it on the track in this game. Rear shock absorbers. Let's see, I think they were the B's. Wasn't there performance brake shoes? Oh, maybe? I should probably check that. No, wait, there's no performance parts for brakes, I don't think. You would think there should be, but if you look under the brakes, there's nothing. Nothing under suspension either. So no performance brakes, no performance suspension. It's just exhaust, stuff for the gearbox, and then the engine itself. No brake parts. Yeast, eggs, flour, salt equals bread. Yep, but you also forgot work. Because there's also a lot of work involved in bread. Let's see, leaf spring. One of those. I do need one of these, and I do need one of these. And then I should probably grab the fuel tank while we're here too. Fuel pump, I already got a high performance part for that. Throw our leaf spring on here. This thing will be ready to drive in no time. Ish. Heavy on the ish. Yeah, and the cleaning after the work. Some minor cleanup involved. All that flour dust everywhere. Did you make white bread, Durgan? So it's like yeast, sugar, salt, flour, water, sometimes butter or oil. I think I got... Oh, no, I don't have the leaf spring plate on here. White bread doesn't require eggs. If anyone wants to make bread, just look up recipe. We'll give you more info than a comment on a live stream can. Yep, that's for sure. A lot more detail, too. Funny how that works, huh? There's actually lots of good recipes for bread online. I looked some up. Okay. I think we have everything under here all done, except for our double wishbone shock absorbers for the front. And then, of course, the wheels and stuff, which we still have to get to. Look at that. It's starting to look like a car. Okay, we'll separate these. See if we can fix any parts. Oh man, I can't stop coughing. You gotta play Anthem in the Division 2. Probably not. I played the beta for the Division 2, but what I found was it was basically like playing the Division 1. Graphics were a little better, but otherwise, and you know, different setting or whatever, but otherwise the game felt the same to me. And I kind of got tired of the Division 1 relatively easily. Work for Maserati. If this is anything close to the real thing, you'll have plenty of chances to change out parts. In terms of it, like breaking down frequently, or like just picking more performance parts. Man, sorry, I keep having to hit mute. I'm coughing like crazy. All this talking. Just finished refeeding your starter. Okay. You're from Albania. Everyone uses eggs for the bread. Oh, okay. That's cool. Yeah, there's a lot of different ways to make bread. And apparently only 2 of these I can even fix. Okay, I need rims. Rims. Actually, I should probably see how many did I actually fix. I think I fixed 2 of them. Those 2 are very broken. Hey, I fixed 2 of them. Okay, so ring Sebring 16-inch. Breaking down often? Yeah. Fix it again, Tony. blah, blah, blah. There it is. Two of those. Today we're doing bread talk. It's always some kind of random conversation in these streams. There's no such thing as just like normal game-related chatter. Oops. Okay, this has on it standard tire 185 80R16. Huh, alright. We'll put the regular tires on it and see how it handles. Standard tire. Uh, 185. Oops. Was it 80s? Was it 185 80 16s? Let's see if we wasted some cash. I may have. Oops. Inventory is what I want. 185 80 R16s. Okay, I got those. Good. So we'll slap them on here. While it's doing that, I should probably get my wishbone shocks for the front. Double wishbone shock absorbers. Those are going to require springs. And it'll also require caps. Down over there, but down there. Next one going on here. Oops. Nope. Over here, got this going. And up there. It's almost looking efficient over here. Something's got to go wrong now. Oops. Need a spare Mikado. Being a tire fitter by trade, I can tell you changing tires isn't that quick. Oh yes, I have done some myself quite a long time ago now. Actually when I was in high school. Which is kind of more like a very long time from now, I suppose. And yeah, there's definitely a little more involved than how this works. But I mean, that's same is true with everything on this. I mean, when you're an auto mechanic, you can't fly through parts and stuff either in order to get that view or the reach you want. There's no such thing as a part you can't reach in this game. What? Alright. Start putting the wheels on. That's what I want. That's what I want. Just had a sandwich. I want a sandwich now. I kinda got the munchies. Oops. I messed up my pattern. Darn mouse. Okay, after we get these on, we pretty much just have to do the interior and the body, and this will be ready to roll. I think. Or more, probably more accurately, we'll be ready to find out what part I missed. Seems like it's probably more of a likelihood. I have too many front shocks. Huh? Well, some of those are like those weren't like repaired ones. Those were broken ones. Any compound parts, when you sell off things that are broken, it doesn't sell the. If they're still together, it won't sell them off. So I have like a whole bunch of like shocks that I just sort of replaced without taking apart. Okay. What did I actually have on here that I fixed? Front left door we fixed. Front right door did not exist, so that's that. The hood, don't have that. What the bumper? Nope. Alright, looks like we're buying a whole lot of parts. Trunk lid. Yeah. What the heck? Alright. Whatever. No. Rear bumper? No. Alright, got a whole bunch of body parts to buy. Best thing to eat for dinner, cereal. Hey Fox, you're alive! Quick question. Why have you been absent for a bit? If you answered this, don't bother answering this. I had to travel a bunch, so I was away for work for a week. Well, I guess it's more like 4 days. And then I did a stream for Apex Legends. And then body tuning shop. It's in here. Huh. Sorry. And then I was sick for a little bit, and then I was away for like 9 days on vacation. So over the course of like the last 3 weeks, I unfortunately haven't put up much. But we'll try and get back to doing a little bit more consistent stuff now that I'm back. Sebring? Is there any stuff in here? Nope. Scratch that. Okay. Sebring. Front left door we had, front right door we need. We're going to grab that. Front bumper we had. We're going to need all the glass because it's never fixable. The hood we need. Lights, mirrors, taillights, rear bumper. I'll buy it all. Trunk we already have. Achievement unlocked. I can afford that. Gold. Didn't realize we still had achievements to hit in this game. Apparently we do. Okay. So close to being done. Gotta figure out what color to paint this thing. Should we go with like a crazy paint job or more of a reasonable paint job? That's the real question here. What? Thought I bought the bumper. Alright. It sounds like the console version for this just isn't gonna come out. I feel like they've been teasing it since the game launched, but it's not really coming. Am I missing anything here? No! Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Okay, I think we have it all together. It's time for the interior. I will have to move this off the lift, though, to get to the interior stuff. We'll send this over to the garage door. What's the fastest car I've ever owned? In this game or just in general? In general, I've never owned a fast car. I've always had reasonable cars. I have a Hyundai Elantra right now. Good old family cars. Okay, I need interior stuff here. Do they have special stuff for this, do you think? Ooh, they do. Bench Sebring, seat Sebring, steering Sebring. Oops, not two. We don't need 2 steering wheels. No right-hand side mirror. I don't think this car has one. Could be wrong, but pretty sure I didn't miss it. Not every car has it. Sometimes they just have it on the driver's side for some of the older cars. Okay. Shabamo. Let's see how it is. Global body conditions only 89%, but we haven't done the license plates yet. So we'll have to tackle those. It looks like that's probably it. You can model enter into some bad behind moment. Oh, okay. I mean, realistically, I have a family, so I have a family type car, right? California plates? Alright, we can do that. California. License plate does 185. What about Italy? That might have made sense. Italy plates. Italy plates for an Italian car. My Maserati does 185. Da-da! Why wild? No wild rose plates. Well, the plates aren't exactly, you know, they're not exact to the region they're in. That's right. It was made for me. It has no right mirror. I only missed that mirror like on one car, and you wouldn't believe how many comments are in that video. It was the Dodge Charger. I missed the mirror. There were so many comments on that video. In some ways, I think it might have actually helped engagement. I should forget parts more often. Let's send this in for a paint job. Okay, so here's the pressing question. What's your vote? Should we do a crazy paint job or real, like a more of a realistic paint job? Some kind of nutso color, like hot pink or something, or... Can I even get a pink? Ooh, there we go. Oh, yeah. That's pretty sweet. There is livery available for this too, I think. What do you think? Should we go with a crazy pink color, or should we do something a little more normal? Did you pick up the mirror and the oil? I probably did, Scott. Keep it that red, ridiculously bright green, realistic, crazy paint, metallic pink, pink neon, normal red with livery, blue paint. Kind of good mix of stuff in there for color wise. The color is so you. Yeah, thanks. Alright, we're gonna go with a crazy color. It's not like we can't change the color later if we really hate it, but look at that color. Oh boy, it looks actually like I really don't like the livery on it, but let's send this over to the dyno, whatever. In the dyno. See how it does with all the performance parts in it. Run dyno. It's like cotton candy pink, yeah. Need a pink dress to drive downtown. Yeah, I wish there were more paint options in the game too, actually. 80% gain in horsepower, 77.54% gain in Newton meters. Fancy. That is one ugly paint job. Oh, this will look great next to the party bus. Alright, let's hop in this thing. Let's take it for a spin. See how she does. Sounds the same as pretty much all cars in this game. Drive the car. We'll take it to the racetrack. No, wait. Speed track. No, it is the racetrack I want. Should we take the busted Porsche Carrera out? I don't think it'll even start. Never lose that car in the parking lot. That's right. That's the whole idea behind painting a car. Hey, Smokey. Thanks for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. Yeah, there was a lot of cars, a lot of older cars that didn't have the right side mirror. There's just something about the lighting in the track mode on this game that I just can't... I don't get it. It's like weirdly washes out the color of everything. All right. Oh boy, she's got some torque. There we go. Wow, we're actually on the road. That's unusual. Who's driving this car? It's obviously not me. Oh, there we go. That's more like me. Nailed it. This is the part of the game that Kit the Cat used to hate all the time. Tearing around here, just making a mess. Making a mess of the track. Look at that, we actually handled that corner. Oops. Oh, come on. Nope, steering bad. Nope. Oh, yeah. Perfect. Well, we don't have to worry about that pink paint job anymore. We'll leave it all behind on the track. Oh my gosh, the handling's a little rough. I think they fixed the handling. They might have. It seems to be a little bit better than normal. Like, considering this only has standard tires on it, like, oftentimes you have to go to slicks to get any decent amount of control. Keyboard driving is rough, too, man. I'm not really a pro at keyboard driving. Not enough speed to actually go around. There we go. Yeah, we're on the straightaway. Let's see what kind of top speed we can get out of this thing. If I can even keep it on the track. The handling or the driver? Well, this game has notoriously bad handling. Oops. Yeah, the controller's better than the keyboard. Whoa! Oh! Perfect. Took that corner awesome. Oops. Oh, should not have hit the handbrake there. On the Porsche, use the Tennessee or Georgia license plates. All right. I don't think we've done that yet, actually. Wow. That's the handling. Yeah, this game has notoriously bad handling, but I mean, it doesn't help that I'm maybe not the most professional driver either. And then when you add in using a keyboard, it's like a recipe for disaster. Handle it. Barrel roll. Yeah, that was a good one. We've got some really good ones before where the car just goes flying out of the track. We should probably try that again, actually. Let's get to a different view here. That livery is really ugly. Oh, no. I guess in the end it goes well with the ugly pink paint job, but... Too much torque. Oh, come on. Take this down to the far end. We'll spin it around. We'll see if we can jump it out of the course, and then we'll head back to the garage. Whoa! Well, they added speed bumps over there. I don't think those were there before. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, so there's a spot here where like those striped bumpers on the side, they have an unusual bump to them. So if we can get going fast enough and hit it, we have a chance to launch the car right out of the track. And whether I can actually hit it or not is another matter, because the whole aiming thing and all. Nope, they fixed it. Ah. These orange things, it used to be you could hit them and the car would just fly. It worked best with the Viper, because the Viper had just ridiculous power, but... Yeah, those things don't have any kind of a bump anymore. What a shame. No, come on. Straight line. There we go. It's a shame they fixed that. That was like my favorite thing to do, jumping out of the track. Alright, well there it is. There's our Maserati. There are a couple of other models that I did not find just yet, so I'm gonna have to hunt around for those a little bit more and see if we can find them. But I think we'll go back to the shop. We'll tackle that Porsche Carrera that's there as well. Porsche Carrera GT, see how that goes. Oh, hey, by the way, you got a Switch and an Elgato recently. Oh, nice. Which Elgato did you get, Durgan? Was it the HD60S or HD60 Pro? The fancy 4K one? Oh, it's in the dyno. Okay, so here's the Porsche Carrera GT that we grabbed. Well, that I grabbed, I guess, from the junkyard. While I was shopping around, I found this thing. So I figured, as long as I found it, I might as well bring it back and we'll work on this too. Because I haven't done the Carrera yet. There's only a couple body parts left on it to take off, I think. Headlights, bumper. Not even a rear bumper on it. Trunk's already gone. This whole thing's just like... oh, there's a door. Woohoo, we got a door. Alright, prop this thing up. Might do the Carrera tomorrow. Nah, I'll probably just do it right now. Oh yeah, clean up my inventory first. That's a good idea. Let's sell parts. Anything that's less than 100. Okay. Apparently, it considered all those bushings that I bought as less than 100. I just sold all the bushings I bought. Arg. Foiled. Okay, we're getting the engine compartment back here. Wow, this thing's got a lot going on back here. Get the brake servo out, get the battery out. Okay, we gotta. Oh, actually, we have this too. The ABS. Don't need you. Get over there. Oops, not that. Send this over too. Try less than 9. Yeah, I probably should have. But I thought it was like less than 100. So if it was at 100, it would keep it. But apparently, I was wrong. Who knew? They're using that new kind of math. Did you get all the upgrades in your mechanic options? I don't know, actually. Probably not. Available skill points. I have 4 available. Oh, look at this. We can get... oh, this isn't unlocked yet. How do I not have level 40 unlocked yet? Seriously, what have I got to do to get this stuff? Upgrade cost 1. I have 4 points available. 50% discount in shops. 50% off trips to junkyard and barns. Apparently, I'm not level 40 yet. So I don't have them all. Who knew? Level 39. I actually thought I had maxed out my levels in this game, but I guess I just didn't. Steering wheel in air. Man. Betting in the code says less than or equal to specified number. Yeah, it must. Because that's exactly how it treated it. Pizza. I want pizza. Pizza. Oh. Suppose I could probably get a pizza if I really wanted to, but it's pretty late here. It's like 11:30 at night. This sucker's super rusted. Parts are in the best condition. I probably won't be able to fix very many of these parts, actually, because they're in so rough shape. I think the parts are like less than 15% condition. You can't repair them. I have a feeling that's going to describe many of the parts in this car. Your sister ordered pizza. Pizza. Come on. There we go. You got the HD60S, same one you have. Yeah, that's the same one I have, the USB model. The HD60 Pro is the one that's a card that goes inside the computer instead of the external box. Should call Pizza Lisa for all your pizza needs. Oops. What the? See, my wife's name is Lisa, though, so if I call her, she probably won't be super thrilled for me to wake her up. Honey, I want pizza. Give me pizza, please. She probably, yeah, she probably would not be very happy with me for waking her up. I don't want to get in trouble. Especially not just for pizza. That radiator has to come out of the engine compartment. Which is weird, because there's no engine compartment. That's not right. Apparently we had to go into the trunk. You know the cost, she wants a pupper. She does. The kids really want a dog, too. There's just something about walking around after an animal picking up its warm, squishy poop, though, after it's gone to the bathroom. Because here, I don't know if it's the case everywhere, but here we have bylaws that say that you have to pick up a dog's dog's waste after it's done its business. So it's not really something I really have any interest in. Among many of the other responsibilities on owning a dog. This is a really weird setup back here. Clearly, I've never worked on these in one of these in real life. Oh yeah, let's just do the magic bolt. We don't need to see the part we removed. Get out of here. Come on. Barely have to feed dogs. Yeah, this feeding, the walking, the brushing, caring for, the poop scooping. No. No, thank you. Not enough poop with the kids in diapers. That's what kids are for. Yeah, they say they want it, but you know how kids are. They want it until they actually have to do something. And then, nope. What the? Clutch cover. Interesting. This would be an interesting one to put back together. I haven't done a car like this at all in the game before. Okay. Let's take the engine out. I'm gonna actually have to lower it to do it. Nope, that's not what I want. Yeah, it's gonna make me lower it. Darn you, game. Making me do things reasonably. Okay, the engine is out. I think we got her all stripped down. Fix up the interior, fix the body. It's a strange looking car when it's all just done, like, in a part like that. Alright, get the engine over here, we'll rip it all apart. And then we'll see what pieces we can fix. There's actually almost nothing on here that I can actually do anything with. That's great. Is this all engine block? That's weird. Alright. I'll take your word for it. We got the oil paint on it still? It does. That's unusual. Almost every car I've gotten into the junkyard has been missing the oil pan in this game. 10-cylinder. It's a lot of little pieces to bolt onto this thing. Your daughters ask if they can play games that you play. Sometimes. I mean, they're not terribly interested in things like Car Mechanic Simulator. But my oldest daughter, she's more into like Minecraft and Roblox and that kind of stuff. The Sims. She plays the Sims 4 a lot. There's not really that many games that we have in common that I play and they have an interest in also. My youngest doesn't use the computer at all, so. Durgan. That's not what I meant. It was a car, not a person. Okay. 10 pistons all cut loose. If I can actually manage to click on them. Okay, that'll let us get the crankshaft out, and then I think that's it. Just toast. Let's fix what we can. Buy all the parts we can't. There should really be a repair all button. I shouldn't have to click this like 400 million times. What about Stardew Valley? Just let Durgan hold the beer money. Yeah, there's that too. Then you need to be more specific. I was more specific. I was talking about the car. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Engine block V10. Okay, so we probably have to buy a lot of parts for this. Engine block V10. What's this one here? Yeah, that's right, Brainless. Pretty much how that goes. Okay, we need pistons, power steering pump, I4B, regular alternator, water pump V10. Okay. More performance parts. Let's see, regular alternator. Excuse me. Camshaft V10 we'll probably need. Don't know what it's doing carburation-wise. Clutch V10 is what we need for this. Let's see. Engine head A V10. I should probably wait on the engine head parts until we get down there, so I'm actually buying the ones I need. I won't need the flywheel and things because we had the whole clutch assembly. Fuel filter, why not? Fuel pump, sure. We need intake manifolds, etc. Where's the pistons? All right, piston with con rod. We need 10 of these. Of course, we'll need rings for it as well. Power steering pump. Was it the i4 power steering pump we needed? Or was it the water pump? I never remember. Brain like a sieve. Throttles and stuff. Okay. And here we're going to need piston rings. We'll need rod caps again. Need bearings. Clutch release I won't need. Wheel hub bearings, we'll need 2 of those also. Okay, let's see how far that takes us. Hey, Vamp Sai. Welcome, welcome. How many days a week do I work? Well, I mean, I work 5 days a week for my normal job. And then YouTube, it varies. Lately, I haven't been putting much content out, so I can't really say I've been working a lot on YouTube. But normally I work pretty much every day for YouTube. So 5 days a week on my normal job, like 7 days a week YouTube. And then family stuff in between. Keeps me busy. I don't get a lot of sleep. Alright. There we go. Gaming isn't work. You say that until you make it your vocation, and then it is work. It's not to say it's not fun, but there's a certain amount of work involved in it. Particularly when it comes to, like, when it gets down to, like, recording and editing and that sort of stuff. Working on thumbnails and uploading videos and doing all the data analytics and stuff for it, and... and maybe gaming, but there's a lot of work involved still. It's not work when you enjoy what you do. Says somebody who's never done a job where they enjoyed what they do. It's still work. There's that, what's that expression? Find it, was it turn your passion into your job or do something you love or whatever and you never work a day of your life? I don't buy that for a second. There's still work. Oftentimes when you take something that you really enjoy and you make it your profession or your career... I thought I bought the power steering pump I4B. Anyway, normally when you take something that that you really enjoy and you turn it into your job, it actually takes a lot of the fun out of it. But Fortunately, that's not the case for this as of yet. Power steering pump I4B was just it inline 4 I got? Is that what the problem is? Power steering pump inline 4. Yeah, I got the wrong one. Naturally. Okay. B10. Water pump. It just ain't working. Oh yeah, there's that. I probably should hire an editor at some point. Somebody's got to be able to do a better job than I do. It can't be hard. Let's see. Was the water pump V10? Is that what I wanted? Yeah. There we go. Water pump pulley. You say that like it's challenging? What? Editing? Editing's more tedious than challenging, I would say. Unless you do like a lot of effects and stuff, which I don't tend to do. Though I'd like to stream, so you didn't need to edit. Well, there's a certain part of that, yeah. But the thing, I try to do a balance of both, because the trouble with streaming is that while you get the engagement and the viewership and stuff while you might be live, follow-up views on streams is not typically very good. So I try to do like regular videos too. Okay, we need an oil filter. V10. This game looks complicated to play. It's not really. I mean, once you get used to like where parts are placed and stuff, it's not really that bad. It does give you like a shadow overlay, so you know where parts are going. So it's not like you can't assemble things in the wrong order in this game, and you really can't, like, if you miss parts, you can kind of see. So like when I'm in assembly mode, you can see where the pieces are gonna go, and I can't put them in the wrong order. So, you know, there's a lot to be said for the game in terms of, like, it could be complex, but they simplify a lot of it. All right, oh, engine head. A and B for the V10. Engine head. Too many options here. Engine head A. Engine A V10. Engine head B V10. One of those emotes that I have on Twitch to make reactions, but I cannot hear, and I'm saddened. I need to get some more. I need to redo the emotes in this. I'm no artist, so I just sort of made do with what I had, but I really should get better emotes. For those people who clicked on the join button and they're members on the channel and they have access to those custom emotes, it would be nice to have some nicer options, I guess. Camshaft V10, I only bought one of them. Apparently, I need just a couple more. Like 3 of them. Camshaft V10. I think we've been hovering around 60 subscribers or something. Well, not subscribers, but members, I guess they have it, what they call them in this. For quite some time now. I think when we get up to like 75, there's some more options that open up. I'm sort of hoping they'll add, like, to make some tweaks and stuff, because Twitch is making it so you can have more emotes available now at lower subscriber counts. So I'm kind of hoping YouTube will follow suit. Mind you, emotes on Twitch are much more of a cultural thing than they are on YouTube. Wow. Camshaft cap V12, V10. I need 16 of them. Yeah. Camshaft cap V12, V10. Okay. Camshaft cap V12, V10. Need 16 of these. It's a lot of bolts. Yeah, good old Resident Evil. That game freaks me out. I don't play a lot of horror games. That would be why. I do like zombies and undead stuff, though. But do you or any of your family members speak French? I do speak French, but I'm not fully bilingual. Not fully fluent. I did French immersion when I was in high school, but just through general lack of use, my French is not as good as it used to be. I have a tendency to forget words, and I have to really think about it. Okay, finally got these things all on. Man, that was a lot. Okay, what do we got here? Intake manifold V10. Well, we need 2 of those. There should be performance parts for those, because there usually are for intake manifolds. Intake manifold. Ignition wires. There we go. Intake manifold. V10. Oh. A single one? Looked like it was doubled up there. I guess it's just one part. Yeah, cool. One part with a lot of bolts, holy. Okay. Throttle W12 V10. I need 2 of those. Throttle W12 V10. There we go. Crazy. Hey Dale, how you doing? Fortunately, this car has lots of performance part options. This is sweet. Okay, I need fuel rails for the V10. There should be the performance parts for those too, I think. Yeah, there we go. Fuel rail V10. How does an excited child say yes in French? Wee! But I'm bump. Would you rather work as a mechanic or as a game designer? That's a good question. I don't know. I feel like as a mechanic it would be more immediately rewarding because you finish your work in a reasonable amount of time. As a game designer, you're often only working on one small component of the overall thing, unless you're like an independent developer. And then even then, you're working for years before you actually get any kind of a product that's completed. So, I don't know. Maybe a mechanic. I mean, I like gaming and stuff, but I think I'm more interested in playing them than designing them. Cam Gear A, V10. I feel like I should need 4 of those, but there's only one of them that's showing up as being able to be installed. There. This one. As I install it, it's going to give me the option to do the next one. Nope. It's not there. What am I missing here? Why can I not put a gear on there? I'm certain it's going to need one. Same thing with this side. There's no cam gear options on here yet. Maybe I have to put these exhaust manifolds in first? Exhaust manifold V10. There's 2 of those. We should have performance parts for that. Okay. Again, I don't know why the exhaust manifold parts never show up as like exhaust parts. That's so weird. Okay, so exhaust manifold V10. I need 2 of these. Timing chains first? Maybe, but it's not even highlighting it, so I'm not sure. Oh my gosh. 400 million bolts on here. This thing's not falling off for anything. Alright, one down. Okay, that's assembled. See, look, it gave me 1 year, but it's not highlighting any kind of... Oh, there's a chain right there, actually. Timing chain V10. Maybe I do have to put the chains on individually. That's weird. Timing chain V10. Oops. Just buy these one at a time. See what happens. I have a feeling it'll be like chain gear, chain gear. Oh, there we go. Alright, cam gear A V10 and cam gear B V10. We need another timing chain. We need 4 of these. It's a fairly complicated engine, actually. I mean, in the concept of the game, anyway. Okay, that's good. Timing cover was not in the junkyard, so we need 2 cam gear Bs and a cam gear A. Cam gear A V10 and cam gear B V10. We need 2 of these ones. Have a good night, Brainless. I'm insulting somebody when I say that. Engine head covered A and B. I don't think we have performance parts for those, but I'll check anyway. Nope, we have the engine heads, but no engine head covers. Okay. That's easy enough. Engine head cover. What am I missing here? It is an A and a B. Okay. Engine head covered A V10. Oh, there it is. Man. Totally blind. Engine head cover B V10 is right here. Well, the way I'd find this car in junkyards if it had been wrapped around a tree. Yeah, pretty much. I like to rebuild the cars like right from scratch rather than having one that's in good condition. Because you can buy them from the auction house or whatever, or from the salon, but in this game I really don't see the point of buying a car that's completely fixed. I guess you could swap out performance parts or something, but... so I tend to alter the game file so that they'll show up in the junkyard, even though they shouldn't be. We need 10 ignition coils. We should have performance parts for those. Ignition coil. Quebec cusses aren't real. Okay. Don't get him started. What's the best car that I've fixed? You know, I don't know. I mean, I've done a variety of different ones in this game. So we did the Knight Rider car was pretty cool. We did Herbie the Love Bug. The Dodge Charger was kind of neat. That was one I did really early on. We did this this whole bus thing that we turned into like a party bus. So I don't know what I would pick actually. Air filter base. I need 2 of those. I don't think there won't be any performance bases here, but they're just the performance filters themselves. Air filter base V10. We got 2 of these. So you know this game's coming out on March 31st for PS4? That's news to me. I haven't heard anything about the console versions of the game. Air filter V10. Hard to actually see up here. Oh, there we go. Air filter cover V10. I need 2 of those. This is a big engine, actually. Okay, air filter cover V10. Where are you? There it is. Hey, Bob Lobster, how you doing? Semi-tractor, train, sailboat, or yacht running out of iconic cars to pimp out. Yeah. There's a mod actually for a car, a semi that looks like Optimus Prime. The trouble is it's missing some of the wheels. It doesn't have the right number of rear wheels. Okay, timing cover V10. I kind of want to do the... So in the junkyard, there's this big flat-fronted transport truck. I'd like to do that one, and I'd also like to do the city bus that's in the junkyard, but those aren't options, unfortunately. It would be cool if they were, though. Okay, crankshaft pulley V8, and then an idler roller B. Hey, Scott. Hey, still streaming. Was out that I missed the stream. How's Fox doing? Remember the oil? I did remember the oil. So we did the Maserati already. Now we're actually putting together a Porsche Carrera GT that I found in the junkyard when I was pulling the Maserati out. Serpentine belt A. Which one is it? V10, actually. Serpentine belt A, V10. Probably gonna need a B too. Serpentine belt B. Oh, that's weird. Gave me the A option again. There it is. Man. How's the Maserati on the track? Did you manage to keep the... I tried to jump it off the track, but I couldn't get a bump that was sufficient enough to jump it off. But they seem to have improved the handling of the cars a little bit in the game. I mean, it's still not fantastic, but it's better than it used to be. Idler roller A, I need 2 of those. So we were kind of all over the place a little bit, but not as much as I think we normally would have been. Because they didn't put slicks on it or anything. It'd be simple just to search for V10 in the search box. Probably. Except then you get all the V10 parts, I guess. Still, you might be right. That might be the easiest way to do it. Okay, that is all strapped together. I think the engine may be finished now. It's looking pretty good. Whoops, man. Look at that engine. That thing is awesome. All right, let's get that out of here. Yeah, that's what I meant to do. No. Get out of here. Seriously? Can't pick the engine crane. There we go. Okay, we have the engine back in this thing. Man, look at that. That is sweet. That is a nice looking engine. Good lord. Oh, the battery I still have on the charger. We should probably grab that. Yeah, the back of the engine is where the clutch assembly goes, but that's okay. We can do that while it's actually in the car. The clutch V10. Oh yeah, that was the back of the car. Okay. So I want to do the battery. We'll stick this back in. Brake servo, we fixed that, so that's good. There should be... Yeah, here we go. ABS pump. And I might as well grab the ABS module too while we're at it. They made a V10 Carrera? I didn't know. Apparently. This is the GT. I don't know. This is a licensed one, so it's not like it's just a mod or anything. What's your dream car? I'd love to have an Aston Martin Vanquish. I have a funny dream car. I mean, I like the 1950s Corvette. If I was gonna pick something more modern, I actually probably would pick a Maserati. I think they're pretty cool. Okay, so where is my? There it is. I think it. No, I gotta get under the lifter. Okay. Trying to click on there to get the clutch, but I gotta get underneath. Alright, V10 clutch. Clutch cover. Oh, we fixed it. Nice. Okay, and the gearbox V10. We're gonna get the one that lets us actually change ratios. Not that I ever do, but if we're gonna go the extra mile of buying the performance parts, we might as well put this in too, I guess. Gearbox V10. There we go. How shiny that looks. That is awesome. Front exhaust section Carrera. Well, you know what? Let's just do Carrera up here. So buy that. We're gonna need this. Probably gonna need that. Gonna need two of them actually. It's nice we don't actually run to the store when I forget things. Just pop into the tablet. Okay. That is... Oh, the starter. Can't forget the starter. Just doesn't run very well without it. Starter V8, I think it was. We also do a series on complete make, model, build, like all the eras of the Volkswagen Bugs and Vans. You know, there's also a question, though, of like how many of them are actually in the game. So people have done mods of a number of different vehicles and stuff. And there's a certain number of like licensed vehicles in the game, but there's a lot that's not in here. Okay. I think we're ready to start rebuilding the undercarriage on this. Okay, nope. I need bearings. Forgot I sold all the good ones. No, not bearings, bushings. Bushings! Hey, Kirby, do you mind popping over and giving my car an oil change? Man, if you would trust me to do anything on your car, you're more foolish than I would think. Although I have done many oil changes. None recently, but... When I was in high school, I did an auto shop class. It was for like one semester. Because throughout high school, I was all focused on like maths and sciences and stuff. But I did one auto shop class. And the teacher wasn't terribly interested in actually teaching us. I had to go to like a vocational school to do it because our school didn't have an auto shop in it. I had to like drive across town or take the bus across town to go to this auto shop class. The teacher wasn't super interested in teaching, so he would just like have people bring in their cars and we'd like do oil changes and brake jobs and stuff like over and over again. That was like a full semester of that. He didn't really get into the actual instructional side of anything, which was kind of a bummer. But consequently, I did a lot of brake and oil jobs. I need brake. Okay, we need brake discs we'll need ventilator brake discs. Need pads. Hold the rest we could probably hold for the moment. Yeah, it was a little frustrating. I was like, this isn't really what I took this class for. I mean, it made it like a complete bird course. It was basically a free grade, but it was kind of frustrating. Rear drive axle. Someone in the class actually took... We had this engine that was on a stand. And there were some people that actually knew what they were doing already. They just took the course for the sake of getting the... Oh, I took the wrong one. For the sake of getting the credit. So they hooked up this whole engine and got it all running, and then just, like, used a hose to go into a gas can and fired it up. The teacher was not terribly impressed because it wasn't really the safest setup. But then later on, somebody like took the engine and they stuck the hose from the car wash area, and it just filled the whole thing full of water. He was even less impressed when that happened. Rear axle knuckle housing. Is it the D I want? I think it is. Upper suspension arm. I bought a bottom one already, or a lower one, but I guess I gotta get an upper. Upper suspension arm. We have enough bushings. Yeah, hooligans. That's a good description for it. They also took... somebody also took a station wagon. They stripped it down to the frame, and then they chopped the frame so that it was, like, significantly shorter. And then they tried to, like, weld brackets and stuff on it to put a V8 engine in it. In the end, it didn't work, but it made a colossal mess while they were at it. Ah, no. Alright, so I need a cylinder. Which means I'm actually going to need one to the front, too, I would think. So I might as well get 3 of them. Station wagon version of V8 gun. Yeah, it was interesting. I was kind of hoping it would work and they would just like twist the frame or something, but it didn't really pan out that way. They couldn't really get it mounted properly. Okay, so we need shocks back here still, but I think we'll go up front if I can get out of here. See what we can do suspension-wise up here. Last member B did not get fixed. Cross member B. Imagine that. High school students in an auto shop were up to shenanigans. I know, right? You never would have imagined it. Fuel tank. I mean, it was a fun class and all. I wish I had learned more in general. Like, I think it would have been cool if we had, like, started from, like, nothing and built an engine up or stripped an engine down or something to that effect. I think I even, at one point I was even doing some piping for, I forget what it was for the transmission or what have you. Where you're using like, the metal pipes and you gotta bend them. Use the special bender so you don't get kinks and stuff in it. That was fun. I guess Fox really doesn't want to play Keep Talking, Nobody Explodes. Yeah, I haven't been super focused on that. I mean, some people have recommended that game to me, but I haven't really looked at it too much, to be honest. Old man for company rebuilding old MGB Roadsters with V8s. Oh, nice. I need upper and lower suspensions arm. So we need 2 of these, and then we're gonna need. Wait, is it lower or is it bottom? Oh man. Hold on. Bottom suspension arm. Want to learn some more welding? Do I need a welder? Duh, of course I do. Yeah. Yeah, welding was something I never really did to any extent. My dad had an arc welder, but it wasn't something I used. I was too young at the time. Front wheel hub. Oh, man. More bearings. I'm gonna buy a lot for this car. This thing better be worth a lot of money by the time I'm finished. Okay, maybe I just really want someone to play Contain with... Okay, oh, I see. I missed the subtlety there, sorry. Oh, come on. Wheel hub cap. True. I don't know about it weld, but it was, yeah, it does kind of. I guess it's what it does. My dad had a farm, so there was never lack of things to weld, but it was never something I actually did myself. Two brake pads. I want to get this thing out on the track and take it for a spin. It's taking forever to put it together. MIG welding is easier to do than arc welding. Yeah. If you say so. I have no experience with it, so I can't really say anything. Radiator A. Oh. How many radiators does this thing have in it? Ooh, it has 3. That's cool. Alright, let's get over here. This is front steering knuckle B, which I did not get fixed. Yeah, you need a lot more stuff for MIG welding. Acetylene and oxygen and yada yada yada. Okay. Front sway bar B. Oh, it's not even B, just front sway bar. Front sway bar. I probably will need front end links. Oh, no, not the B. Yeah, those things never get repaired. Did I actually buy those, or did I hit tab? Oh, there we go. I hit tab, but I wasn't sure if I actually bought it or not. Okay, we're almost done, I think. For the mechanical stuff, I mean, we still have the body to do, but... Okay, I need radiators. Those are accessible through the engine bay, though. Okay, I need radiator A... 3 radiator A's. Actually, did I fix any of them? Tell me I fixed at least one of them. Yeah! Just one. Biggest problem I was MIG welding was, as an auto restoration mechanic, was helpful coworkers throwing alcohol-soaked rags at my feet so they would say, oh, that's great. That's wonderful. You forgot bushings in the front member thingamajig. Oh, I did too, yep. That's probably an important thing to have, isn't it? You don't need no stinking bushings. We'll go for a rough ride. can get... There we go. Oh, I'm out of the bushings. That's the new way of spelling bushing. Oops. I don't need 5, but whatever. Come on. There we go. It's hard to click on these things sometimes. Especially now that I've like added so many other parts to the car. There we go. Okay, the bushings are in. So I need... Why does it look like there's something on the radiator I have to do? I need double wishbone shock absorbers for the front and back. So 2 front, 2 back, 2 rear, whatever. We'll need springs for these. And we'll need rear shock absorber caps and then front ones. Okay, there's that. Assemble all these. Get the wheels taken apart. I feel like I have more than 4 tires there. I have an extra one I just separated. Okay, those are done. That's done. I'll take this off of here. And then we'll get all of our shocks in. I can even see to click on it. There it is. Another one down. I think I have an extra one. Oh, the other ones are broken. Okay. Shocks are in. We need tires, body, and interior. This thing's all ready to go. And oil. Can't forget the oil. Probably going to forget the oil. Yeah, I broke at least one of those. Let's see if I broke 1 or 2. Yeah, look at all these parts in here. All right, 1, 2, 3. I broke 1. So Rim Carrera GT 19-inch is what I broke. Oh, we have 2 different size tires too. That's always wonderful. All right, Rim Carrera GT 19-inch. You sure the V10s use oil? Nope, I'm not sure. You ever forget the oil? It's fine. This car runs on butter. Doesn't need oil. It's fine. Okay, we need race tires. We have 335 30R20s. 265 35R19. Man, I gotta remember all these. All right, so we got the 335s first. So 335 30R20s. Racing tires. Brain no working. There it is. Man. 20s, 335. Shoot, what did I say they were? 335, what are 20s? I can never remember. Yeah, we're working on the Porsche Carrera now. We did a Maserati earlier. I only found one in the junkyard, so I gotta keep hunting around, and then we found a Porsche Carrera in the junkyard too. to work on. 335. Was it 30 R20s? We're about to find out. Yeah, 335, 30 R20s. Man. And then 265, 35 R19s. $265, 35s. $265, 35 R19s. Nice. Whew. Man, my memory is terrible, so getting those even remotely right. Small miracle. Like 285? No, I think those are 265s. The 6 and the 8 are pretty close, but I think that's the 6. Butter gives you a smoother ride, yeah. Plus, it smells better when you're driving. Is that popcorn? Car definitely needs white walls, yeah. Yeah, that font's not so great, is it? Just paid more for rubber than I paid for my truck. Well, yeah. Well, these are racing tires, too, right? And fictional cash. That really helps. I mean, if I had to fork over the cash for real money for a Porsche Carrera, I think I'd be in a lot of trouble. Alright, so 20's on the back, 19's on the front, I imagine. No, that's convenient. Both number 20s. I wonder what happened if I put like the wrong size tires in different places in the car. Like, can I like stagger them and make it like really difficult to control? Alright, one more left. Get the body going and then we can go for a spin. Would have put off-road tires on it to see what you could do. That's right. The eco-friendly version's used. I can't believe it's not butter. Yeah. Oh, I didn't finish this side. That's kind of an important thing, I guess. Can't even mount the tire if I haven't finished doing all this. Getting late, brain's going all mushy. Not that I had that far to go. Oops. Ah, I messed it up. Whatever. Okay. Oh, I need fan housings. Oh, of course I do. Just trying to think I'm almost done. Find something else I haven't done. Alright, fan housing B. I need 2 of those. That's also going to require fans, which is just great. Oops. Oh, man. Fan housing. Fan housing. 2 of these. What kind of fans do I need in them? Radiator fan housing. B fan 1. All right. Fan 1, fan 2, I guess I need, right? I'm gonna assume. There we go. Okay, the radiator is done. Suspension should be done. I think we're just down to body and interior now. 100% frame, 100% interior, 99% global parts. What am I missing here? Their rear window is apparently still in the car. Alright, now it's not. Okay. Let's get some body parts. Porsche Carrera. Oh boy. Porsche 911 Carrera. So, alright, I need Carrera GT. Let's buy it all. I know I probably fixed some of this, but whatever. Save thinking about what parts we need. Well, there's a third radiator, but it doesn't seem to have a fan housing on it. This one under here doesn't seem to use a fan. I guess it just uses like the normal movement of the vehicle. Actually, this looks pretty cool in flat black. I like that. Okay, all that back there. Taillights, bumpers. Oh. Rear window. So some of these parts are actually fixed, but that's okay. I think that's the whole body together. Put back in normal mode so we can close that up. Oh, that looks sharp. I would not mind having one of those in the driveway. Okay, global parts, frame, interior. Global parts still not 99%, huh? What am I missing? Am I missing like a bushing somewhere? Did I not put the starter in yet? That could be a thing too, I guess. Fuel pump. I didn't put the fuel pump in. How do you turn? You don't need no turning. You just step on the gas and go faster. Fuel tank's up front, I think. There we go. Okay. I'm going to get this off the lift so we can get the interior done in it. That's a sharp-looking car. Wow. Kind of want one now. Kind of never going to be able to afford one. Okay. Interiors. What about the butter? We've got the butter. Get out of this mode. There we go. Where does the oil go? There we go. Oil! Look at that. I remember the oil. Or the butter, rather. I can't believe it's not butter. Okay, that's done. Just down to interior now. Interior paint. Put it on the dyno, and then we're good to go. Carrera GT, nice. 2 of these. 1 of these. Oh, this is such a nice car. Okay, it should be done. Oh, I forgot about the license plates, of course. Somebody said Georgia or Tennessee for the license plates, right? Oops, that's not what I want. Okay. License plates. Tennessee, with 2 of these on here. Where should we make the plates on this one? Make it not 911. There's one. It's got a little really ugly with the front plate in the front, though. Does this even have a plate on the front? It doesn't. 100% across the board. All right. That makes sense. Oh, that's a nice car. I really want one now. Okay, let's send this over to our paint bay. I need to get the car that's in here out of the dyno. This is the Maserati we redid with its gloriously ugly paint job. That's really bad. Alright, paint this thing up. I kind of want to go black. But I don't want black metallic. Flat black looks cool. What kind of livery does this have? None. As I said, by 1/18th scale. Yeah, I guess I could do that. Should have made it 1/16 to make sense that you gotta roll it over. Yeah. Nice. We don't need no fuel pump. You got it. Chameleon, chrome, metallic. I don't know if I like that color. This would look good in white too, I guess. If I can figure out how to get white. Oh, there we go. There's the white. That's pretty cool. I don't know. What do you think? Should we go with the white on this, or like go with like a flat black kind of a color, or something that's actually colored? There's a red. Oh wait, maybe like a yellow. I don't know. Canary yellow for the butterscotch brown interior. White, black. Flat white. There's the matte white look. Let's see how that looks. It's kind of cool. I'm going to send this over to the dyno. You vote forest green. Alright, show me the power. Fluorescent white. That's right. Listen to the power of this thing. This is gonna go right off the track on me. There's no way I'm keeping this thing on. Wow, only a 61% gain in horsepower. Alright. 55% gain in Newton meters. 991 horsepower now. I feel like I must have missed some performance parts or something to only get a 60% increase, but probably because this is already a performance car. It does have a slightly different engine sound. I thought they were using like just a static engine sound for all the cars, but I think it might actually be a little different. Let's take it to the racetrack. See if we can manage to wreck it. I can't believe it's not butter yellow. This car's so smooth, it's like margarine. Butter yellow's better. Butter, butter, butter. Oops, that was a weird camera angle. There we go. Man, that is a nice looking car. Oh, listen to that engine. A little bit of acceleration. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. We got airborne already. Wow, this thing has a lot of power. I'm gonna have a hard time keeping this on the track. It's a really strange sounding engine. Oh my gosh. I can't even go to a straight line with this thing. It's got too much acceleration. Oh my gosh. Let's just drive this thing in slow mode. There we go. Now we won't wreck it. Ooh, this. You know what? I think the issue might have been with the Maserati. There was too much clearance for it to be able to bounce off of these orange spots. I'm wondering with this car if I can get it going in a straight line fast enough, we can jump it off the track the way we did with the Viper. Oops. This was not even the Maserati. This was the Porsche. The Maserati we rebuilt. And then I found this. Oh yeah, this one definitely gets a bump off that. I'm going to try and jump this. There we go. Oh yeah, it's got some speed. Immediate jump. Immediate stop. This thing handles like it's driving on butter. Hey, Hillbilly Greg, how you doing? No, I didn't put slicks on it. I just put racing tires on it. I basically replaced it with the ones it already had. Probably should put slicks on it, though. There we go. Oh, not enough. Mistakes are made. All right. Well, there's our fancy Porsche Carrera GT. I think we might actually be able to jump it off the track. Let's try. We're gonna do a quick restart. I'm gonna try one more time getting this thing to jump. If we can get it to jump off the track, that'll be fun. We're gonna need like a little more speed though, I think, because I hit that bump and it got a lift, but it just didn't lift it up enough. I think the issue with the Maserati and why we couldn't get it to jump is because it had too much ground clearance. Whereas this one's super low down, so it's actually hitting those striped markers like it's an actual bump instead of just a marking on the ground. Nope, nope, nope. I need slicks on this thing. There we go. Oh, not quite. Well, we got back on the wheels, but we didn't quite get over that second fence. The off-road's not bad. No, I stand corrected. There it is, though. Fancy Porsche Carrera GT. That's a very nice looking car. It definitely needs slicks to get a little bit better control of it in this game anyway, but record for most spins. I mean, I've flown it right off the track before. Not this car, but the Viper was great for that. It caught some fantastic air. We just go flying. Oh, I should change the rear plate to say butter. You're right. Anyway, that was fun. We did 2 car rebuilds today. We did the Maserati, and we also got the Porsche Carrera GT. This is one I would definitely like to have in my garage, but I'm not going to hold my breath. Short of winning the lottery. And since I don't buy tickets, that's probably not happening. But thanks everyone for coming out to hang out for the stream tonight. I'm going to call it a wrap for now. It's already like 20 to 1 in the morning my time, which is a little later than I normally stream when I'm playing Car Mechanic Simulator, but we got 2 cars done tonight, so that's pretty good. Tomorrow night, I think I'm going to be streaming on Twitch and playing a little bit of Resident Evil 2. That's at twitch.tv/CrypticFox Gaming, I think. So you can find me there tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, and probably shrieking like a little girl because that game freaks me out. I haven't figured out what my schedule is going to be yet this week in terms of streaming and recording, but I'll have some more information coming this week as well with some more stuff. But thanks everyone for coming to hang out. If you don't currently subscribe to the channel, click on the subscribe button. I'm, as always, CrypticFox. I'll see all of you next time.